She don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'm gonna need something I can come down.
All right, here we go. Just set the goal for making the playoffs. That's my character, Nolan Crane, head coach. Teddy Bridgewater making his Carolina Panthers debut. Nice new intro to this year's game.
Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
There they go, running onto the field.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football
Let's get to
League is
it.
in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers.
Must be kicking with the wind as that goes right through the end zone.
And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. So the silver and black go on offense for the first time as the Las Vegas Raiders, and they're led out by a familiar face. Their starter for the last 6 seasons, beginning year number 7, Derek Carr.
And we remember plenty of chatter in the offseason about whether Derek Carr would still be the man after the Raiders moved to Las Vegas.
Here we go.
Marcus Mariota was brought in, but he's been brought in for competition and to be a backup, not to be their starter. The Raiders have told us Derek Carr is their guy. I think they've proven it by starting him here on opening day.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr with a play
Here we
fake
go.
to Jacobs.
There it is.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out.
Bring the blitz here on 3rd down.
Requires some confidence, some fortitude,
Brought in Randall.
and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
27 on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carr's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Nice play by Boston.
Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, 3rd down. Let's hold them here.
On 3rd down. Carr to throw again.
Matos.
And he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback.
And that last punt, or that last sack, puts him in punt position instead of field goal.
As the punt team now as this one sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here comes my man, number 5, Teddy Bridgewater.
Officially over, and in comes their new quarterback, signed from New Orleans in the offseason. First start for Teddy Bridgewater.
All right, let me blink a few times and shake my head because That's not number 1 trotting out on the field for the Carolina Panthers. That's Teddy Bridgewater for the first time since 2015. Teddy Bridgewater is a starting quarterback in a season opener in the NFL, now with the Carolina Panthers, and was 5-0 last year as a replacement quarterback with the New Orleans Saints. Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
Nice big gain, 28.
Down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. A big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's dropped
gain of 5.
the line to gain. 4-yard pickup.
Maybe 4.
3rd and 1.
Means you got to pass here on 3rd down.
Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Oh, he drops it. Didn't see that coming.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you
Looks like we're going for it.
There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Too easy. Not even covered. Too easy.
Curtis Samuel, 31 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat.
And the Panthers take a 7-0 lead.
And I'd hear 9
There we go.
receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Start with the cover 2.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las
Gross
Vegas
Matos had 2 sacks on that first drive.
Their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start
Trey
things
Boston
out.
with a tackle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive.
Feeling a run.
Las Vegas, first down.
Trying to run him at the line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
There we go.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken
Missed
down,
that one.
but not before he works it past the 50.
Carr's pass. Complete to.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field.
No rack on that one. Only a short gain.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he's
Yikes.
corralled, but not before getting it inside
Shouldn't
the
have
35.
rushed, I
It's
guess.
a first down on a gain of 10.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150
All right, we got to
yards
stop him here. End of the first.
The 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down,
Nope.
Jacobs.
All right, nice
and he's
play.
going to lose yardage and be back
Way to
up
stop
the
him.
25. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs.
Damn. All right. So they got the first. Now we just got to play tough D here. Let's go with them red zone D.
A gain of 14.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here comes Randall.
On 1st down.
Trips him up.
Jacobs. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Brought the pressure. Make him throw it that way.
For the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's see what we got here.
Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
3rd and 11. This is a big play. Here we go. Oh, it's a screen. They ain't gonna make it. Nice tackle there by number 20. Oh, Randall. Okay. Good for me signing him. Let's try and block this, even though I know I won't.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
All right, 7-3 now.
A dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field.
Let's
for a
go,
long
Cooper.
Time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays.
Nah, I should have kneeled it. That just means I'm gonna have an 80-yard drive instead of a 75. Started out with the read option.
Begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes back.
Oh, hit him in the hands.
Incomplete.
He dropped it.
Hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An
Here we
incomplete
go.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Robbie Anderson. There we go. 31 yards.
There as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
There we go.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down,
Give me that
he
hold.
did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle.
Nice 11.
Maybe going all the way. And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield.
Nice gain of 4. I'll take that every time.
Kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the
There's
perimeter
McCaffrey.
later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Gain of 25.
Get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
Oh,
And he'll get it down close to the
That's
goal
all right.
line, but not quite in.
not quite in there, as the announcer said.
Pick up, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Try running it outside
It's
here.
hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey.
There it is. McCaffrey dives for a touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
13-3.
Able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place.
14-3.
Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
Here we go.
The Raiders come up first.
Let's drop back into a deep zone coverage here. One short ball rush. Perfectly timed that shit. Loss of 6.
K1 short pushing through there to make the play defensively. 2nd and 16.
That will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 2nd and 16.
Shaq Thompson
His tight end, that's Waller.
brings him down right away.
On the catch. It's 3rd down.
Alrighty, 3rd and 13 here.
On 3rd down, here
Nope.
comes Jacobs.
Didn't see that coming. Let's call a timeout there.
Stops him short of the 1st down.
Minute and a half left.
Gonna use the first of their timeouts.
Get the ball
They'll
back.
head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Not much, but bring it out to the 30.
44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And he'll be
Up to the 45.
45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of
50
8.
rushing yards.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defensive nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
All right.
At the Raiders' 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here at the 37, 2nd and 5.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
On my guy McCaffrey. Gonna let the time run out. Call a timeout. Kick a field goal.
The tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And
There we go.
Timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
39-yard field goal for Joey Sly. Kick is up, and it is good.
And his kick is good.
17-3.
For this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season.
Well,
so
let's be real. None of us care about that.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back.
All right, Cooper.
In the second
See what we got this time.
Taking about a yard deep.
Got the block. Got the block. Oh, nice.
Start this drive just
to 31.
The 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Start with some play action here.
The Panthers about set to go on offense. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib able to collapse the pocket, get to him.
He's going to try to run on that one.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Yeah, Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they
gonna go play action, third and long here.
Now they're just a play away from getting
run that tight end in.
But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Robbie.
Oof. And he gets this up across the 35
a little short
before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money
4th 3 and out right there.
The drag route.
It's not what you look for.
Because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Nobody's covering the running back.
That's Jacobs. He's brought down at the
3rd and 3.
Call it a gain of 4.
Got to bring the blitz here.
Good job there by the corner. We do
Goal line fucking blitz them.
A lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to Darren Waller.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it.
No.
The truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head.
If they were going to run that, would have been great, but they audibled out. So we'll go back to a more traditional 4-3. Bringing in the wide receiver for a fake. Ain't fooling us.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers.
They'll stay on the ground.
And Matos. Oh, let's see what the flag was.
Scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Let's see what that is. Holding. 2nd and 18. I'll take it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league.
As long as they don't get more than 10.
To do it a lot in college, so it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Oh,
This
well.
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackles.
They get another first here.
Let's
go dime formation blitz.
That time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Oh, nice. Matos. 3 sacks in the game.
Getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, he's going to have a lot of guys flustered on the offensive line. They may come out of their stances a little bit quicker because of the speed Yetur Gross-Matos brings off the edge. If you don't get out there, as we just saw there, the quarterback's in trouble, and he'll go down. I love Gross-Matos' first step off the line of scrimmage.
Only gain of 4 there.
And if he keeps that quickness, he will.
All right, let's make one more big play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Oh, loss of 7 on that screen.
The play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 49.
That's a long field goal.
How good has this defense been? Seemingly
56.
I really think right from the first.
They do have 7-yard wind. Oh, but that's no good.
It just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline.
Well, obviously, I haven't run the ball yet.
sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him
run the
before
ball.
he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the
36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time. And
there it is.
Ooh,
big hit.
Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
58 receiving yards from McCaffrey.
The psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater.
First down.
Caught by Moore.
That's all I wanted.
Down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
with the score, Panthers.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panthers score. Christian McCaffrey, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And it is now 24-3.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into
Here we go, fourth quarter.
But now you actually have to go out.
Got 3 touchdown lead.
That coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Going deep. Incomplete.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Carr is 16 of 19. No touchdowns, no interceptions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The open man here, Renfro. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's prevent this.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath.
I ain't going to get a sack here, but we're going to cover.
Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Oh, man, we got the sack.
Rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
What a play.
Brandon, I think you understand
Oh, they're going for it?
it
Did not see this coming.
Long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is
Oh, what the fuck?
It's caught. Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
All right, Matos. Feeling it.
Pass play. 2nd and 3.
Double teaming me.
Carr completes it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the
Nice job making a tackle.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard, you
All right, they're in the red zone.
And he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Las Vegas.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Nice tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 17-yard line.
Nope, that was my fault.
Left to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
All right, 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield.
Oh, did we stop him? I think we stopped him. 4th and 1. Yep, they're going for it. Let's bring the blitz.
Field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it.
All right. They called an audible.
They go with
Ah, damn.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
All right.
So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. From the gun, it's Carr. His pass
Randall with a nice hit.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Let's bring the blitz here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard
They'll run it with Jacobs.
Saw the run up the middle coming there. Sending them backwards. Randall's only got, or Jacobs only's got 44 yards.
Defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
All right.
So it's Raider football as
We're going zone.
They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Interception.
It's intercepted.
Nice.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out.
Let's try to get McCaffrey to 100 rushing yards here.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
103.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's
All right,
up to
107.
17-yard
That's
line.
good.
Just 4 yards.
Probably got one more
That's
play.
good enough to extend the drive.
So nice pass.
Racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes. And
Oh,
he
well.
can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nobody looked open on that one.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we
Nice
together in
interception
preseason?
there.
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason.
Robbie
This is week
Anderson.
1.
Oh, you're trying to say real
Oh,
football.
the sack.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Panthers.